Hello everyone, my name is Aisa Zara Maulidia, and today I'm going to explain to you about my translations of book review. The title of this book is How to Win Friends and Influence People. So let's start. The first is analysis and transfer phase. I combine the analysis and transfer phase because after I analyzing the meaning of the phrases or words, I immediately transfer it into Indonesian language use appropriate and equivalence as what I understand based on the meaning. The first difficulties is understanding the meaning of what book is that, the content and the message. The second is some tricky and unfamiliar praise such as timeless classics, self-help books, genuine interest with others, surface level change, genuine self-improvements, and interpersonal dynamic. And the third is use equivalent praise in target language when transferred. Based on the charts I found, I clarify these meanings through the sources, the best summary of how to win friends and influence people. This book is about improving social skills, building better relationships, and gaining influence through practical communications techniques. Now let's move to the tricky phrase. Understanding the meaning, then transfer the tricky phrase. The first is timeless classic. When it is translated literally, it becomes classic abadi. This phrase sounds awkward or people will not directly understand the meaning of those phrases. So I look up the meaning of each word and then I found the first is timeless. Something timeless is a classic of some sort that is unchanged by time. It's just as good or true now as when it was created. And then the classic is something that has been considered to be excellent for a long time. And in Indonesians, kata klasik juga dapat dipadankan maknanya dengan tradisional. Tetapi tradisional bukan berarti ketinggalan zaman atau perulangan yang menjenuhkan. Sebaliknya, fenomena itu merupakan sesuatu standar atau kebiasaan yang lama tak berubah karena tak tergantikan dan menjadi suatu patokan. So based on the three sources, I conclude the meaning and then the transfers or the translations becomes, meskipun termasuk karya klasik, kualitas dan gaya penulisan Dale masih tergolong jelas, sehingga isi bukunya semakin menarik dan tetap relevan sampai sekarang. Actually, it becomes longer than the source text because classic abadi it's only 2 words, but the translation is more longer because timeless classic I think it's not appropriate when only translated into classic abadi, so it needs more explanations. The next phrase is self-help books. I use better phrase to describe this kind of book and relate it to the content of the book. So the self-help book is a type of book aimed at helping individuals improve their personal skills, overcome challenges, or achieve specific goals. So in Indonesian, actually the meaning of self-help books is buku pengembangan diri, but I prefer to use explanations to have a deeper understanding for readers. So the transfers phrase translation for this phrase is, ini adalah salah satu buku klasik favoritku yang berdampak besar dalam hidupku, khususnya saat berinteraksi dengan orang-orang. The sentence khususnya saat berinteraksi dengan orang-orang, it is expressions to relate to the content of the book. The next phrase is genuine interest with others. When it is translated literally, it becomes ketertarikan yang tulus pada orang lain. This phrase is still sounds awkward, so I searched the meanings. So the meaning based on the some sources I found, when we take the time to really look at another person's, we can often find things that are of genuine interest. So examples of genuine interest in a person can include asking about their day, their feelings, their thoughts on certain topics, their hobbies, and their dreams. So the translation becomes perhatian yang tulus. Why I use perhatian? Because it's similar to this. Mau memperhatikan dan mau mendengarkan adalah salah satu cara untuk menunjukkan bahwa kamu peduli. So it has the same meanings from the previous sources. Asking about their day, their feelings. In Indonesian, we called it as perhatians. The fourth phrase is surface level change. Same as before, it cannot be translated literally. I searched the meaning of this phrase in relationship context or related to the books. So the book referred this like manipulations. And since it's also hard to find the appropriate phrase in Indonesian. So the sources I found is a surface level change is similar with outer layer, and it is also similar with self-image. I think the cover is similar with self-image because someone make an image when meeting someone, covering your face with expression that actually this is not you. And then I concluded as a Citra Diri, highlighting with the word surface. So the surface level change here I translated into Citra Diri. And the next phrase, the fifth phrase is genuine self-improvements. In this phrase, the meaning is about a person's efforts to improve themselves. It's like menjadi lebih baik. Based on my source, self-improvement adalah upaya seseorang dalam pengembangan terhadap pengetahuan, pemahaman, status, dan kepribadiannya secara terus-menerus untuk menjadi pribadi yang lebih baik. So it is like a literal translations. I translated into perbaikan diri yang tulus since it is appropriate and common in Indonesian readers. And then the next is interpersonal dynamics. If it's translated literally, it may sound awkward and uncommon in Indonesians, so I also searched the meaning to translate it. So the meaning in this phrase is interpersonal dynamic is the pattern of interactions between individuals. So the most common phrase is berinteraksi dengan orang lain. So this is the sources because the pattern interactions it seems like berinteraksi atau berkomunikasi dengan orang lain, but I choose berinteraksi dengan orang lain. Move on to restructuring space. The difficulty is adjust the tone, style, language for Indonesian readers, and adjustment the clarity when make any change in paragraph. So the strategy is after analyzing unfamiliar words, phrases, and finding the appropriate translations, move on to translating the entire paragraph. Previously translated phrases may need to be adjusted in this paragraph. When translating the paragraph versions, I use language that tended to be narrative and communications, and the strategy is blurb or questions or question hook is applied before jump into the paragraph translations. Pernahkah kalian merasa kesulitan ketika berinteraksi dengan orang lain? Takut salah bicara, canggung mulai percakapan, atau bingung bagaimana menciptakan suasana yang nyaman ketika sedang bersosialisasi? Jika iya, kalian tiba di tempat yang tepat. So this style is actually used in Gramedia or Webmaster website in review book translations. So they make their language is more narrative or communicating with readers. So after making a blurb, and then the next is translating the paragraph. This is the first paragraph. I translated with a natural meaning for Indonesian readers. Modulations is also applied in the first paragraph. And then insert the latest publication year in the first paragraph to further strengthen the promotional value. And this is the translations. Bersama karya Dale Carnegie yang berjudul How to Win Friends and Influence People akan mengantarkan kalian pada wawasan berharga tentang pemahaman bagaimana bersosialisasi. Ini adalah salah satu buku klasik favoritku yang berdampak besar dalam hidupku. khususnya saat berinteraksi dengan orang-orang. Meskipun termasuk karya klasik, kualitas dan gaya penulisan Dell masih tergolong jelas, terlebih dengan hadirnya edisi terbitan terbaru di tahun 2022, sehingga isi bukunya semakin menarik dan tetap relevan sampai sekarang. So this is the insert. The latest publication 2022, I insert in the last sentence paragraph to strengthen the relevance and interesting value of this book. The next is second paragraph. In this paragraph, the meaning or message of sentence 2 and 3 are combined in the translation to make it clearer and more natural. There is a slight paraphrase, especially in sentence 3. And then expressions foster harmonious relationships when translated, specifically refers to relationship with friends or other people so that readers can have better understanding. So this is the translations. Dalam bukunya, Carnegie menyajikan serangkaian tips yang sederhana dan praktis yang membantu kita berkomunikasi secara efektif serta menciptakan hubungan harmonis dengan orang lain atau teman. Pentingnya memiliki empati, menjadi pendengar yang aktif, dan menunjukkan perhatian yang tulus juga dijelaskan melalui contoh nyata langsung dari kisah hidupnya, sehingga kita dapat melihat langsung bagaimana sikap-sikap tersebut berdampak pada relasi antar manusia. The next is the third paragraph. I use natural sentences and translate balanced interpretations expressions by explaining their meaning so that readers can easily understand them. So expressions balance interpretations. When it is translated into Indonesian, it becomes interpretasi yang seimbang atau penafsiran yang seimbang. And I think I need to search the meaning deeply because I don't think interpretasi yang seimbang atau penafsiran yang seimbang could be understood well by the reader. And so since it's also hard for me to find the correct meaning, I asked AI or GPT chat. So this is the result. The writer is suggesting that the reader should read the book critically but fairly and separate how ideas might be misissued from what the author intends, and focus on the ethical values behind the advice, not just the techniques. So when I translated or concluded, become when we read this book with right intentions and with ethical value, so we're not going to misissue this meaning of this book. And then the translations is, meski demikian, buku Carnegie tidak terlepas dari kritik bahwa bukunya mendorong seseorang memiliki sikap manipulasi atau sekedar menciptakan citra diri daripada perbaikan diri yang tulus. Tetapi dengan cara pandang yang bijak dan seimbang mengenai makna buku ini akan membawa kita pada betapa pentingnya menerapkan kebaikan, apresiasi, dan saling memahami ketika berinteraksi dengan orang lain daripada citra buatan yang memanipulasi. So in here, balanced interpretations translated into cara pandang yang bijak dan seimbang mengenai makna buku ini. And after I translate in paragraphs 1 until 3, I decide also to add hooks such as reaffirmations. And this is the hook. Dari sini kita tahu bahwa relasi dengan teman atau orang lain di lingkungan sekitar kita akan terasa nyaman dan efektif ketika kita tahu bagaimana cara menghadapi karakter orang-orang tersebut. Jangan lewatkan kesempatan untuk memperbaiki dan meningkatkan keterampilan ketika berinteraksi dengan orang lain atau teman kita. And this was followed by further information about the book listed in the source text. And in here I translated $14.99 in rupiah is about 250.000 rupiah. And I also localized Amazon into Shopee. And this is the final result of my translations book review. Pernahkah kalian merasa kesulitan ketika berinteraksi dengan orang lain? Takut salah bicara, canggung memulai percakapan, atau bingung bagaimana menciptakan suasana yang nyaman ketika sedang bersosialisasi? Jika iya, kalian tiba di tempat yang tepat. Bersama karya Dale Carnegie yang berjudul How to Win Friends and Influence People akan mengantarkan kalian pada wawasan berharga tentang pemahaman bagaimana bersosialisasi. Ini adalah salah satu buku klasik favoritku yang berdampak besar dalam hidupku, khususnya saat berinteraksi dengan orang-orang. Meskipun termasuk karya klasik, kualitas dan gaya penulisan Dale masih tergolong jelas, terlebih dengan hadirnya edisi terbitan baru di tahun 2022, sehingga isi bukunya semakin menarik dan tetap relevan sampai sekarang. Dalam bukunya, Carnegie menyajikan serangkaian tips sederhana dan praktis yang membantu kita berkomunikasi secara efektif serta menciptakan hubungan harmonis dengan orang lain atau teman. Pentingnya memiliki empati, menjadi pendengar yang aktif dan menunjukkan perhatian yang tulus juga dijelaskan melalui contoh nyata langsung dari kisah hidupnya, sehingga kita dapat melihat langsung bagaimana sikap-sikap tersebut berdampak pada relasi antar manusia. Meski demikian, buku Carnegie tidak terlepas dari kritik bahwa bukunya mendorong seseorang memiliki sikap manipulasi atau sekadar menciptakan citra diri daripada perbaikan diri yang tulus. Tetapi, dengan cara pandang yang bijak dan seimbang mengenai makna buku ini, akan membawa kita pada betapa pentingnya menerapkan kebaikan, apresiasi, dan saling memahami ketika berinteraksi dengan orang lain daripada citra buatan yang memanipulasi. Dari sini kita tahu bahwa relasi dengan teman atau orang lain di lingkungan sekitar kita akan terasa nyaman dan efektif ketika kita tahu bagaimana cara menghadapi karakter orang-orang tersebut. Jangan lewatkan kesempatan untuk memperbaiki dan meningkatkan keterampilan ketika berinteraksi dengan orang lain atau teman kita. Berikut informasi lebih lanjut. Jumlah halaman 317 tahun terbit 2022 terbaru. Harga sekitar 250.000 dan tersedia di Shopee. I think that's all for my translations and thank you.